Hello, Lewis Flippers. I'm so excited to see you. Today is Thursday, and you know what that means? It's Art Day! Yay! I thought Thursday would never come, but it came. So I hope everybody's ready for art today. I hope you have your very special place, whether it's at the kitchen table, at a desk in your bedroom, outside, wherever your very special place is to do all your art. I hope you have your art supplies ready. And remember, whatever you have will work. Today, you will need any kind of piece of paper. It can be computer paper. I have some construction paper. I also have notebook paper. Whatever paper you have at the house will work. I also need you to have ready today markers if you have them, crayons if you have them, and of course, a pencil is always the best art tool ever. And if you have paints or glitters or pastels or anything extra, you can always use them too. So whatever you have at the house works. We're gonna start our virtual art class just like we do when we're in the art room. I will always ring the bell twice. That means stop talking, stop working. It's time to listen to Mrs. Owens. Now the first thing you'll do is always click on the green folder, because green is for Art Day. Click on the green folder and you'll first click the attendance. That'll be in the blue and it'll be September 3rd. Click on that and mark that you're here today. The next thing you'll do is click on week 2 assignment, which is lines. I will have a video, which you are watching now. Now this is what's really cool that I found out about my videos. Guess what? Every time you watch the video, on my computer, a green check mark will come up. And I know you watched the video. That'll be your grade for art right now, to know that you came to art class and you listened to the lesson. So make sure every week you watch the video so I will get a green check mark by your name. Now today we're going to talk about lines. And every time we start a picture, we always start with lines. And the important thing to remember about a picture is pictures tell stories. Every time you make a picture, there's a story to tell. Well, I'm going to tell you the story about lines today. Every time you make a line, it starts with a dot, because I put my pencil down, my crayon down, my marker down. My line starts with a dot. So my first line to tell my story is the dotted line. And with a dotted line, I could make a spider. I could make an ant. And sometimes I can play dot to dot with them. That's the dotted line. My second line is the straight line. And remember, it starts with a dot. All lines start with a dot. Straight lines are directional lines. They tell us to go left, right, up, down. I also call this straight line the school line, because everywhere you go in school, you walk in straight lines. I also call it the house line. Look around your house right now. There are straight lines on your ceiling, straight lines on the floor, straight lines on your wall, straight lines on the kitchen cabinets, straight lines on the doors, straight lines on the windows. Straight lines are everywhere. Sometimes I feel like the straight lines are taken over. We have the dotted line, the straight line, and we also have the hopping line. And sometimes people call it the broken line. Hop. Get up and hop on one foot. Hopping on one foot, that's the hopping line. Walking straight is the straight line. If I put the hopping line with the straight line, it looks like a road, doesn't it? I can make a car, Beep, beep, beep. Get out of my way. It also looks like paper that I write my name on. My name is Mrs. Owens. So I have the dotted line, the straight line, the hopping line. Does anybody know what this is? You're right. It's the snake line. I can make a two-headed snake. Yikes! Dotted line, straight line, hopping line, snake line. I also have the jumping line. I can make a caterpillar. I can make a tree. I can make a cloud. Like a kangaroo. Like a rabbit. Like a grasshopper. See what all you can think of that can go in a jumping line. Dotted line, straight line, hopping line, snake line, jumping line. Oh, this one is the zigzag line. I can make a mountain, the letter M. Ooh, I can make a roller coaster, going up the roller coaster. Now this is the line you have to be very careful about. I sometimes worry about leaving this line by itself in the art room. This line, if it gets away from me, what is it making? That's right, it's the monster. I have to be very, very careful with the zigzag line. And my last line for today is the somersault line. The somersault line. Ooh, you have to watch that one. It's a tornado. It also can be curly hair. So, we have the dot, straight, hop, snake, jump, zigzag, which, whoa, we gotta be careful, and the somersault. Well, now I'm gonna tell you a story. Remember I told you, every time you draw, you're really just telling a story. So, let's get ready for my story. Are you ready? Okay. Well, I was in my house asleep, and a spider came crawling in my room. And the spider said, "Can I sleep with you?" And I'm like, "No, you can't sleep with me. Get out of my bed." So I ran and down the straight line, and I hopped in a car that was on the road with the hopping line. And I went as fast as I could, and all of a sudden I looked, and there was a snake in the back seat, a two-headed snake. And the two-headed snake said, "Hey, can I go for a ride with you?" And I'm like, "No, you can't go for a ride with me." So I jumped out of the car, and I landed in the tree, and I thought I was safe. And all of a sudden a giant caterpillar came and said, "Hey, can I play with you?" And I said, "No, you can't play with me." And I jumped down, and I landed on the mountain, and I went up and down a roller coaster, and I thought I was safe, but the roller coaster took me up and up and up and up. And I landed on top of a monster, and the monster said, "Can I eat you up?" And I said, "No, you can't eat me up." So I jumped down, and I landed back in my house, safe in my bed. The end. Did you like my story? Pictures tell stories. You can make your own story. Well, today you're going to make a story with your lines. You're going to decorate them and color them any way you want. Take any kind of paper. I'm going to use this paper right here. I can use markers. I can use crayons. I'm going to start with my dotted line. I'm going to make a straight line. Now remember, if you're using your markers, boys and girls, always put the lid back on, and remember, a marker will always say thank you. Listen for it. Yep, very polite. The stopping line. And my next line is yep, you got it. The snake line. Now, does it have to be perfect? No, nothing has to be perfect. All I need you to do is try your best. The next line, I'm going to do a jumping line. And the next one I'm going to do is the zigzag. They can be all different sizes, whatever you want. And my last one is going to be my somersault, however you want. Now I have all my lines, and then you can decorate your lines just like I decorated mine. I used crayons. I could use paint. I could use oil pastels. I could keep using my markers. Right now I'm coloring in with crayons. Or I could use my marker and turn him into a giant caterpillar. Look at that, and color him in. I can make more dots around my dots. I can make a snake. And I can, I'm gonna put a zigzag line in my snake. I can draw a car on my road. Beep, beep, beep. I can color it in with as many colors as I want. Now, if you can, take a picture and send it to me. I'm gonna make a collection of all the pictures and print them out and put them up on the wall in the office. If you can't, that's fine too. I want you to take your picture and I want you to put it inside your art folder, and we will make a collection of all our pictures. So, try your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. I want you to do your best with your lines today, and next week we're going to make a picture with all your lines. And after you do it, go tell your mom and dad or your brother or sister or grandma or grandpa and tell them a story, okay? I'm so glad I got to be with y'all today. I cannot wait to see your line pictures, and I cannot wait to tell the story. Please send me your story. I want to hear your stories. Okay, I will see you next Thursday. Don't forget to click on the attendance, and don't forget to watch the video, and I will get your check mark. Okay, bye.